As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, what you need, to put your little mind at ease, there's a little sunshine in the summer breeze, let's ride, baby, if you feel the same, let me know,
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Falcons are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bucs, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Davis. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down following the run.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
The play clock's running down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I better raise my voice a little bit here, because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Powers ahead at the 45. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run with Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. If things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's run, fellas, run. Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard.
3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and throw for it here. Amaro's got it, left side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
On 3rd down, that's Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's 2 of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. Here's Davis now. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. First throw for the backup Griffin. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Griffin. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On the carry, it's Davis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
They go again with Davis. Oh, bowls right over him. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Here we go on 1st and 15. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Not to turn away any of our viewers, but worth mentioning, I suppose, no team has ever come back from a deficit of this size and won an NFL game. The largest ever was 32 by the Bills over the Oilers in 1993. Now Griffin on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. A swing pass caught. And that one results in 35 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Niall Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st down, Griffin. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looks pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
First down and goal to go from the 7. Here's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons add on. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Duke Riley in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Griffin on second down. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Griffin. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Griffin. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Freeman again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On 3rd down, Ryan is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Griffin. Putting it in. Jackson left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Griffin, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
21. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And an alley to run. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 49 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the 20. So out come the Bucs now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Niall Davis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Now it's Griffin. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
This is Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
To throw on third down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And the slot man goes in motion left. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they try the right side here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
First and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They come out here in the eye. They toss to Freeman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now Griffin. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. In motion is the tight end Graham. They go play action. Griffin. This is caught by Jackson. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Griffin to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. Yo, tell the that I'm the pick and I want my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just want it, cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, I ain't. And she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go fall for bridge. My black boys, I got the boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her soul. No, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I was fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like I'm Mola Roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rose still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, some bad as bag gon' get. What you mean?
He's always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm popping. They don't wanna put some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, tryna feed my. I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my. No way, no way, no way, yeah. Day ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard these always hating, said I never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay, though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Hit my Michael, in my Michael J. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid. In the second grade, selling lemonade. Get paid, hold up, wait, can I get paid? Yawn, in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake, kill a snake, get paid. Get left every day, so get your straight.
I heard he's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Mad cause I'm tryna feed my family. Why I gotta watch a friend more than an enemy? I had to stun on the that I'm supposed to stunt with. Had to cut you off, you was on some dun. You was supposed to be my dog, why you hate on me? They say success turn your friends to some enemies. That is crazy. Cause it's shining, now you acting shady. Yeah, but I guess it's okay. My mama told me you would show me your ways. Yeah, but I gotta check with him. I had the bands. Pull up in the land. Diamonds on me look like Ernie. He's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
Sound. Oh, are you listening? Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so I should learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "None that this is who I am."
I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going higher and higher, higher and higher. Keep running, keep running, keep running. Keep
Feel the flame. Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh, yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow.
I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going higher and higher, higher and higher. Keep running, keep running, keep running.
Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Put my problems in them. Only check up when the checks come. My pockets looking blessed up. All the talking never stressed us. They talking like they jealous of me. They talking like they never love me. They talking like they next door. I still treat them like something. Showers on the way. I've been working 25 hours every day. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Yo. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah.